I know we've all been there. I don't know why it always has to be during a trying season. Then God says, yep, you have to wait. You must wait right here. Wait for me. Thinking what's going on, not knowing. God is trying to keep us and preserve us. And his plan is to prosper us, not to harm us. I wanted to share a few things that would hopefully help you during this time, because trust me, I've been there. This is the video about waiting on God. Bit by bit, things will be added, okay? Hey Dre family, welcome back to another video, another Woman of God series topic. This is waiting on God. And I know we've all been there, and I don't know why it always seems to be in a trying season when God says, yep, you have to wait. You must wait right here. Wait for me. I saw this video, and it was like describing the analogy of waiting on God. Like, we'll be waiting, thinking what's going on, not knowing. God is trying to keep us and preserve us. I wanted to share a few things that would hopefully help you during this time, because trust me, I've been there. I'm even in one currently, waiting on God to transform my whole life, literally. Whatever season you may be in, it may be a trying season for you, it may be you're waiting for God to download or give you a relationship sent from him, change in home environment, change in the car, change in, it could be anything as little or as big. Whatever circumstance you're in right now that you're asking God for, waiting on God for, it is well, bit by bit, things will be added, okay? So my name is Ruth. I go by the name Rujoy, and on this channel we are all about leveling up in Christ, in our faith, in fashion, in finances. So yes, if you're interested, please check out my other videos and subscribe if you're new here. Like, you've watched it this far, you might as well subscribe. Join us, and yeah, let's get straight into the video. I know it's like you're desperate to change this situation or circumstance. I know, I've been there, guys. But the first thing is that we have to understand is that God does not operate in the barriers of time. I'm really saying something here. God doesn't operate in the barriers of time. Now, we know everything starts in the spirit. Yes, though we walk in flesh, we are a spirit. Know that things start in the spirit first before they come down and manifest on earth. This is why you may have a dream, you may be given a prophecy, or a rema. Is based on what is happening in the spirit, and later is when it will now manifest into the physical. You may ask, how do I know this? Well, it does say in the Bible, in Ephesians, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, powers, rulers of the darkness of this age, spiritual hosts in the wickedest of places. So that is how I know that the fight is definitely not a physical one, but is a spiritual one. Therefore, life is spiritual and the fight is definitely spiritual as well. So I mentioned everything starts first in the spirit. When that does happen, it's instant. In the spirit, things happen instantly, and there's a bit of a delay before things come to earth. And that is interesting because the concept of time is actually an earthly thing. The concept of time is actually an earthly thing. And again, how do I know this? It's because in Genesis it says, God made everything that we see, okay? He said, let there be light, and there was light, which means first he spoke. He said, let there be. So that just shows the power of the tongue, the power of words. And that is actually a pivotal part in the formula for seeing what you want on this earth. But secondly, it said, let there be light, and there was light. It didn't actually say how long it took for there to be light. He just said it, and it could have taken 1 minute. It could have taken a day. It could have taken the full 7 days. But the thing is, it still took time. So with that being said, God may have already promised you that this person is on their way, this house you are moving to, this car you are getting, this friendship, you will have good friends, but it's gonna take some time for it to manifest on the physical. And I just want you to know that, like, God actually doesn't operate in the barriers of time. Time is actually an earthly thing, and we have to work with what God has given us, which is the time element of things. Good things take time. You can't name me one thing that has got a strong foundation that hasn't taken time to build. Okay, not even one thing. Even if you think of a tree, its roots, foundational roots, have taken time to develop, to grow before it sprouts out to this big long tree. Most trees take about 200 to 300 years for it to be a healthy, full-grown tree. Imagine. That is going to take time. That's going to take time. So with that being said, God has promised you this thing, but for it to manifest in the physical, it's gonna take time, okay? The second thing that I want you ladies and guys to just understand during this waiting season, waiting period, whatever it is you're waiting on God for, God is not to be rushed, okay? Understand that God is not to be rushed. He actually cannot be rushed. Like, who are we to even rush him? First of all, you learn to get comfortable, learn to get humble as well. Have you ever just been in that time where you're just like, no, God, this is taking too long? Like, what is it that I have to do? This thing is actually taking long now, and I'm even getting uneasy because of how long I'm having to wait for this to happen. I know you've been there. I know you've been there, because I've been there too. In his time, he will do it for you, okay? So yeah, I have to remind you, I have to remind somebody somewhere that God is not to be rushed, okay? Just know, remember, he can't be rushed. It's probably in all of our best interest to wait on him. We have to remember that God's plan is to prosper us, not to harm us. I've been there when I'm just like, no, God, when are you bringing me my man of God? When am I gonna have the life that I love? When? But if God's plan is to prosper us, not to harm us, it means he can see the full plan. It means he has foresight, okay? Foresight and hindsight of how the plan is supposed to go. And he knows that if we give us something too soon, it's likely going to harm us. It's going to be our downfall, and that's not what we want. That's not what God has for us, okay? He has only good things for us. So he has to keep us in the waiting season, in a waiting period, in a period of waiting, so that it can prune us and build our character. Listen, I'm gonna be so real. If I had everything I wanted now, God knows, hey, I would forget all the kingdom work. I will be done and dusted. I will be out here living my bestest all kind of life. And that is not good, okay? A life without Christ isn't the best life, okay? There's a better life, a higher life, and that is one with Christ in this life and the next, okay? But God knows, I'm being so real, God knows that, hey, if I had everything I had now, I would be living my bestest life. As in, like, you wouldn't even be able to chat to me. Like, who are you? You wouldn't even be able to chat to me as well. But God knows humility is necessary, and God will keep you in a season to humble you. So get comfortable, because it's an inner work that he's trying to do in you, and we have to first see that and realize that. Ever been in a situation where you're just like, God will come through, and nothing happens? Like, what you wanted, it didn't happen, and then you're just looking left and right like, but what? I really trusted, I really had the faith for it, but it didn't happen. And it's funny, because God will specifically delay. He will specifically take his sweet time to show you that, one, he is God, and two, he actually wants to see how would you treat him if he said no. there's been countless of times where God has said no to something and I've thrown a strop, I've been upset, I've been like, God, why? I thought this was gonna happen. No. Only to know that later he was already still in the plan. But I had to realize that, wow, I actually have a bit of an attitude, you know. I actually have a bit of an attitude. And I had to take that to prayer. Like, just because God said no, it doesn't mean I have to throw a strop. Like, it doesn't actually mean I have to take it to heart so personally. Like, it's actually to keep me and preserve me. It's for my good. Like, everything works out together for your good. So you have to take it to prayer that, like, God, I actually have an attitude about this no. And yeah, I know that you mean well. I know that it's to help me. But right now, I can't see that. I cannot see that. Yeah, because a father will tell you no because he can foresee it. Like, imagine you're a child, your dad is telling you don't cross the road when cars are coming. It's because he knows the impact it can have on you if you don't follow the pedestrian rules. You know, you wait for the green man because he knows if you go too soon, game over. Literally game over. That's what a father is there for. He's to protect you, literally protect you, guide you and lead you to the best place he knows how. It's in our best interest to wait on him, as painful as it may be. It's in our best interest. Third and final thing, because I want to keep this video short and sweet, and I did slightly allude to this already, but in the waiting season, it's actually for pruning. It's for the character development. And the great thing about being in the waiting season is that there's an allocated time for you to learn what you need to learn. See how kind God is. He just knows us so well that if you have too many distractions and he can't quiet your mind or quiet your environment, you wouldn't be able to learn what you need to learn. So God just went out of his way. See, as God has gone out of his way to quiet your surroundings, keep you there so that you can learn what you need to learn. Funny, because there is a quote that you can't count the steps looking forward, you can only count them looking backwards. When you are in a place of waiting, that you can really analyze what is going on, you can really connect the dots, you know. So God has allocated time in this waiting for you to work on what you need to work on. The level that you are waiting for, the level that you are wanting to move to, demands greater of you. I'm telling you something, that level that you want to be at, it just demands greater of you so that you can get there. Very successful entrepreneurial gentleman, his name is Myron Golden, and he is so well versed biblically as well. He has such great YouTube videos, so I'd highly encourage you to watch him. But essentially, he always says this thing where it's like, in order to have more, you have to be more so that you could do more. Like, it's literally an success equation. It's be more, do more, then have more. God is trying to make you become more so that you can do more with yourself, so that you can then have more, because he knows, God knows, there's a journey, there's a way to get to that end result. Literally, so it's time to get to work, honey. Like, it's actually time to get to work. If it's a relationship that you want, know how to be a good, fruitful girlfriend in your relationship. Is it that you want to be a wife? At least know how to make certain foods, okay? You can't be out here saying you want this, you want a relationship, but you don't know the first thing about making a good meal, okay? Secondly, you say you want that 75k job in finance, but you don't know the first thing about the coding. You don't know the first thing about being a scrum master or, you know, arranging people into groups. You don't know how to manage the time. So it has to make sense. Like, make it make sense for what you're going for. Do you have the skills and the tools to get there? You have to give God something to move off of. I get all the faith thing, but again, you have the work show for it. your works have to show for it. Let it match the faith, okay? You may want a new house, you may want a new car, you may want perfumes, bags, shoes. Do you know the first thing about those things? And when you have it, do you know how to maintain it? I did a video on faith moves so I could understand about these new cars that I actually want to be able to drive, you know. I didn't know there's a certain way that you have to open the doors, there's a certain way that you can do the ignitions, there's a certain way that you have to maintain these things. Get a good understanding of that which you hope for, because that is showing God that yes, you're actually interested in becoming more. Even your general space at the moment, are you taking care of your room? Are you taking care of your home? Are you taking out the bin when you need to take it out? Are you washing the dishes without somebody or your mommy or daddy telling you otherwise? Are you doing it based on your own accord? And when God starts to see that, okay, my daughter, my son is improving, is only when he will grant it to you. It's easier said than done, guys. Honestly, I'm being for real. Even me too, I'm even working on all of these things, because as I mentioned, I too am currently hoping God for that thing. When God sees that the lesson has been learned and the character has been developed past a certain point, he's absolutely gonna grant it to you, okay? So it says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not unto your own understanding. It's not about your understanding here, it's about what God is saying. Yeah, guys, the last thing I actually want to say is stay faithful, okay? Like, I had to really ask myself, if God took 10 years to do this thing for me, would I still believe him? Would I still be happy? Would I still trust him? Could you wait 10 years for God to deliver on that promise? It's a question. It will really ground you, it will really humble you, and in due time it will happen. Like, in due time it will happen. If I think back to when I was 16 till now 26, that's 10 years. Oh, there's been so many things God has answered for me in that 10 years, okay? So just trust him and trust the process, trust God. If you can't trust the process, trust God, and he will do it when he's ready to, okay? So definitely let this be of encouragement to you to get into that secret place. Pray, communicate with God and ask God to reveal it. Show me what I need to work on. Show me what do I need to learn. Show me, show me, show me, show me, show me. And don't be like me, oh, if he shows you now and he tells you still no, don't get an attitude. Just take it on the chin, brush it and work on it and move forward, okay? Because God loves you, man. His plan is to prosper you, and I can't wait for the prosperity to finally be here. So yeah, thank you so much, guys, for watching. I really hope this helped you. I really hope it blessed you. I don't know if I was able to articulate everything the way I envisioned it. Really hope it was still valuable to you. I'm so sorry my light kind of did something. I had to adjust it. Nevertheless, I hope it was still helpful for you. Please make sure you like, comment and subscribe. Guys, you can also follow me on Instagram. Message me if you want to ever speak or you want me to speak about a topic. I'll be happy to do some research, pray about it and share that with you. So yeah, thank you so much, guys, for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Peace, guys. Peace.